Namaste. I am Shobha Swami and I've joined the Sharan team newly as a facilitator here in USA, and today I bring to you a wonderful healthy recipe of the traditional tuna salad or tuna sandwich, and come find out what we're going to use in place of tuna. Join me to make this really healthy plant-based version of Chickpea No-tuna. So I gave it away there, I guess. So we're going to begin with using a can of chickpeas. I've drained, rinsed them, as well as mashed them up just a little bit so they're all ready to go. Here is what it looks like, all mashed up. And with this, we're going to add all the toppings that we traditionally do with the tuna sandwich or a tuna salad. So there's mashed up chickpeas, and then I'm going to add just one rib of celery, finely chopped. That's what gives it a really nice crunch. So there you go. And then about 2 tablespoons of onions. Could be any onions. I had red onions with me, so that's what I've used today. You can use any form of onions. And then a little bit of green onions as well to add some color. So that works out really nicely and adds a really different type of flavor. And then we add nori sheets, and I'll show you what nori sheets looks like. This is, just to give it, it's seaweed sheets, so it gives it the fishy flavor that we're so used to in tuna salad. And to make it creamy, what do we add? So we're going to add a very healthy version of this as an avocado. So I've chopped it up really fine here. So little pieces of avocado we're going to add to make it really creamy. You can also mash this down and use mashed avocado, but today I'm just going to use, finely diced avocado, a small baby avocado cut up and diced nicely. So here it comes out. So in addition to this, just to add a little bit of color, I've used, this is cucumbers. You can add about a couple of tablespoons of cucumber, and we like it spicy. So you can add red pepper flakes, or I've chopped up a jalapeno here to use, finely diced, all of these things. And then just to add a little bit of color, I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of red bell peppers, and then save some aside for a nice decoration on top of as a garnish. So mix all this together, and if it turns out too dry, which I'm noticing that it is, I'm going to save some of the chickpea water. So I'm going to use probably 3 to 4 tablespoons, maybe, I would say like a quarter cup of this, so it all binds together really well. Of course, we want to add a little bit of black pepper as well when we, combine it all together, and a nice serving of black pepper as well as a little bit of salt. Make things tasty. That's how these healthy versions of plant-based dishes come out really good. We want it to be delicious, so I've added the lime as well. So that adds a little bit of liquid. So adjust accordingly to make it nice and moist and delicious. So I'll leave this here. There you go. So mix it all together nicely. Mash up the avocados a little bit, and it's all come together really well. And here I have oblong slivers of cucumber or oblong slivers of yellow squash, zucchini, and some cut up romaine lettuce. So mix this all together so the flavors combine, and if it needs to be a little more moist, feel free to add a little more of this the aquafaba, that is the water from the chickpeas. So when we make the chickpeas at home, you can use the water that comes out of the chickpeas after cooking, whatever water is left, as we drain it to make this. And even from the can, we can set it aside and use it to moisten this, or you can just use veggie broth or water as well. Now we will start assembling. So maybe a spoon will be better to assemble. So assemble this nicely the healthiest way is to assemble it on this. I'll show you a couple, and then I'll go ahead and make the rest of it. Make sure you have nice heaping. And this has been tried and tested on little kids. They loved it. So you know that the true test of these dishes lies with these little kids. If they love it, then everybody will love it. So arrange it like this. You can make the little romaine hearts. You can get little boats out of those and make boats. Last time I had made that for a big gathering at East Point. So you can continue to do that. But here's, just one of each I've made, and we can continue making these just in the very same way and fill up this plate. Thank you very much. Make this often and enjoy. It tastes wonderful. I made it at the library last night and I want to recreate the recipe for you, so we have it documented on video. Thank you for joining and namaste.